Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, guys, look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get him.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
In today's rapidly evolving energy landscape, compliance is more than just a checklist. It's the foundation of operational reliability, safety, and trust. And here in Indianapolis, we're honored to be at the heart of that mission. We collaborate with asset owners, operators, helping them stay ahead of NERC standards and grid demands. Our electrical engineering and compliance experts provide hands-on support tailored to your fleet. As expectations rise and regulations evolve, you deserve a partner who brings more than just expertise. You need commitment, clarity, and confidence.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with the blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve.
Pleasant good evening from the north side of Indianapolis and Bishop Chatard High School. It is high school boys soccer tonight on IndianaSRN. Tonight's matchup is brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local farm town dealer since 1955 with 5 central Indiana locations. Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermakers Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Partner Electric, spark with confidence, your trusted electrical partner since 1986. Wheeler Mission, helping our neighbors in need since 1893, thanks to generous, caring individuals like you. The Morales Group, building better futures one story at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. LifeWise Academy. LifeWise Academy brings Bible education to public school students during school hours. Learn more at lifewise.org. LIUNA, the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages, safer job sites, and greater opportunity. And by the IndianaSRN sports page, it's sports from border to border and coast to coast, your source for high school and college sports coverage. Along with John Lester, I'm Jarrett Lewis on IndianaSRN. We will step aside real quick, and we will have the start on the other side from Bishop Chatard.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Welcome back to Bishop Chatard High School and the start of our boys soccer matchup for you this evening. The Trojans of Bishop Chatard coming in with their record of 2-1 so far on this season, hosting the Covenant Christian Warriors, the defending champions of Class 1A from last year. They are 1-0 so far this season under head coach Josh Brown. Their one win coming against University. That game last week, a 7-0 thumping, and we believe the Warriors' defense not allowing a shot on goal either in that game against the Trailblazers of University. Bishop Chatard, they have wins over Heritage Christian from last week, as well as Providence Cristo Rey. Their opening game of the season, a loss to Lawrence Central. That was a 0-4 shutout, and so they are 2-1, but coming off 2 pretty impressive wins against, like we said, Providence Cristo Rey and then Heritage Christian, 7-2 in that last game, and we'll go over those goal scores in that game as we're about to get this one underway. The Trojans will begin with the ball, and they will send it over to the other side to Covenant Christian, the defending state champions, 19-1-1 last year. Getting knocked out of bounds was Creighton Johnson, and the Trojans will take control as we're in our first minute.
Looking forward to seeing what Covenant Christian brings against Chatard. As mentioned, a 7-0 shutout in that first game. A little step up in competition here and an early chance here.
A very early chance and an easy goal. Not even a minute gone by. Nathan Afalian, the senior. He had 2 goals in their win against University. And with 39:25 on the game clock, the Warriors strike early in the blink of an eye.
And we're going to look at it right here. You see Afalian get loose and have nobody around him, and an easy goal and an early lead for Covenant. Just what you wanted if you're the Warriors here tonight.
Yeah, you couldn't have asked for a better start. In the first minute of action, you saw the goalie come up for Chatard. That was Jack Ryan. And a bad deflection on his part goes in favor of Afalian, and he easily kicks it right through. Bishop Chatard now here with the free kick. And doing the honors for the Trojans, Vicus Walling. Will put his right foot into it towards the goal, and right at the goalie, waiting in net for it, Owen Hitchcock. Out of bounds on the far side. That last win for Chatard against Heritage Christian. 7-2, 2 goals each for Andrew Taylor. We just called Walling's name. He also found the back of the net twice. And they also had goals, one apiece for Cooper Teeple, as well as Sam Kaufman. And the last one, Eli Yancey. Warriors looking to really take control of this one early on their side of the field. Good defense, though, by Chatard. Really a pleasant evening. You see the shadows now casting across the field. They started at about where the 50 is on the field, the 50 and the 40 and the yard markers here on the near side. Now their shadows well out towards midfield in the blue BC. A whistle, and the ball handed over to Covenant Christian.
Well, Covenant Christian mentioned that 7-0 win over University, making a step up in competition tonight now with Chatard, but getting, as we mentioned, the start they were looking for and looking why they were the defending champions last year in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, that win, a big one. A few months back. The 1st of November, easily getting by Greenwood Christian, their first state title in soccer and boys soccer.
Free kick, Bishop Chatard.
Their lone loss last year, the Warriors, came against Cathedral. It was 1-1, but then in extra time, penalty kicks, the Irish were able to get by Covenant Christian. So an impressive 19-1-1 mark last year. And the message from Coach Brown coming into this season was, you know, this isn't going to be a rebuild type of season. We got plenty of guys coming back. They graduate 4 seniors. A lot of guys who saw action are now seniors or upperclassmen leading this team, leading the attack. And they are ready to defend that state title. He believes the roster is just as good, maybe even better, and can do it again.
Covenant Christian, you were saying not a rebuild year, but as we call it, just it looks like a reload season for Covenant Christian, and so far so good at this early stage of the year.
Yeah, you have to like where you're at if you open the game with 7 goals and you don't allow a shot on goal. So doing it on both sides. Shutouts, Covenant pretty good at it. They've had a run of them too. The last time they gave up a goal was on October 17th to Muncie Burris. That game they won 5-2. But ever since then, it's been 4 shutout victories dating back to last season. Walling gets tripped up. Referee wants to have a discussion with Mason Stevens. Stevens just a freshman.
Free kick, Bishop Chatard.
Covenant, they graduate 4 seniors. And now they have 8 on the roster. The free kick from Taylor. He's got a couple goals this season. Going right at the net, and coming in to field it is Hitchcock.
Hitchcock made with the no shots on goal against University. He's had a couple of shots on goal to him, but pretty easy save so far for him.
Good save by Covenant. It went through Johnson. Jordan Neese was there to keep it in play. It goes back out again. Covenant still with it. Follian works it around. Trojans wanted a hand. Pass towards the middle. Good defense by Yancey. Trying to get the Trojans deep in on the offensive side. Few deflections and a whistle. I think that was Clive O'Neill who fell down, and the Trojans will have a free kick.
Covenant Christian doing a great job, just showing how they shut out University the other day. They're bringing that defense once again tonight. Chatard hasn't gotten a real good shot on goal yet.
Just a little over 7 minutes played, and the early strike for Covenant. Here's a shot towards the goal, and Hitchcock will see it come in with both hands. The defense collapsing on a Folly and a good pass up the field. One man to beat plus the goalie. That's William Doan. Doan has to reverse course, send it back out so the defense of Chatard can get back, and they'll pick up a steal here. Good footwork from Quinn McNamee.
Well, that was a great job by Chatard on that last break, as it looked like Covenant had a great chance to go up 2-0 on that breakaway, but a great defensive play at the last minute to stop a breakaway opportunity.
There's more whistles, and the infraction from Chatard. So we'll head to the other side. Close-up shot here of the goalie Hitchcock. He's a junior. Picked up on the run by Stevens, but it heads to the other side. Warriors moving the ball around pretty well, but the Chatard defense is just as good as they pick it away yet again. Now Yancey working alongside Sam Kaufman. Kaufman gets tripped up. Good defensive play there from Covenant. Corner kick, long. As Teeple was trying to catch up with it, he does. Working to keep it in play. It'll go out of bounds and stay with the Trojans.
Teeple did a great job there in the corner, trying to keep that alive before the nice knockaway there by Covenant. Gonna have a throw in.
Last year for Chatard, they went 17-5-1. Regional champs, that was the first time they had done that in school history. Clive O'Neill with the left foot. Good kick, front of the goal, and Hitchcock, right place, right time. It was a good attempt by Chatard.
biggest chance somebody's had so far to put a goal up on Covenant, but Hitchcock right up to the challenge right there.
Hitchcock looking solid so far. Chatard has had a few shots on goal. Trojans also winners of the Circle City Conference last year. Pass towards the middle. Deflected away nicely. Titus Falk of Covenant Christian. And a throw in coming here from Taylor. A little bit of contact, and Chatard an empty possession this time. Hitchcock will have the honors. 12 minutes gone by.
Free kick, Warriors.
In the vicinity of Falian. A few Trojans send it away. It finds the foot of Brock. And now into Elias McCrory. Warriors trying to work through the traffic. Afalian put it through the feet of McNamee. Good passing here by Chatard. They could give it right back. They do for the moment. Doesn't have the numbers, and a collision on the far side. Asher Tranbarger, I think Clive O'Neill.
Yeah, a little bit of hard contact over there on the far sideline. Good to see both guys getting back up. No problem.
Free kick, Warriors.
And the Warriors will hold on to it. Just some good, clean soccer, that's all. Nice kick, a chance here, and overshooting it. Just a little too much on it from the freshman Stevens.
Stevens had a pretty good look there, but just a little bit too high on that one, and Chatard dodged the bullet right there.
They sure did. A great kick from the far sideline. And Stevens was in a prime position. A towering figure in that net, though, is Jack Ryan, the goalie for Chatard. A deflection off the kick from Hitchcock, and he's lucky that one went right back to him. Afalian puts it away, picked up by Yancey, and then a whistle called on Chatard.
They were talking that last play. Hitchcock very, very lucky that that ball just got deflected back to him, because that could have been a dangerous play right there.
Out of bounds off Covenant. Down was Stevens. He was the one that had the previous shot on goal. He got a nice little shove from Walling.
I think Walling was too happy with the whistle right there. He was wondering, like, what did I do there?
A lot of whistles so far going against the Trojans. Deep kick towards Ryan. He comes in and fields it. Nobody home for Covenant Christian, and the Trojans are wanting to keep it in. Instead, there'll be a throw-in, a quick one at that by Covenant. Still in the corner is Brock, and a shot across the field, headed away, and picked up by Walling for the moment. Chatard trying to clear things out, and they'll get a chance to with a free kick.
Bishop Chatard.
Oh, you're right here. We're seeing a lot of whistles in the first almost 20 minutes of this first half in this game.
Nice header by Walling. And back there, in good position, Titus Falk. He's the last to touch as it heads out of bounds, but he had the one man trailing, trying to time that header from Walling to get off that clean shot.
Goal kick, Covenant Christian.
Dangerous pass in the middle. Chatard nearly had one of their better looks of the night. They do get it back. Walling trying to control it, working with Ransberger. Kick towards the middle, just outside of the goal.
Goal kick, Covenant Christian.
Shot from Taylor. Decent attempt from the Trojans, just timing off by about a second.
Yeah, Taylor had a decent look there, and the angle might have been a little bit off too, but the first major chance that Chatard had in this one.
Good defense by Chatard. That one kicked out. It'll stay with Covenant, and a throw-in from Ransberger. Walling with a pass. Was in a good spot, but just not ready for it yet was Declan O'Rourke. The Trojans still have it, though. And Chatard has had a couple of good looks from the middle of the field. Just the timing has not quite been perfect yet, but you like the number of attempts that they're able to see so far in this one. So we are closing in on the halfway mark of this first half.
Goal kick, Warriors.
Chatard able to keep it in the offensive zone that time before this out of bounds here, and Covenant will have a goal kick.
Hitchcock's kick clears midfield. That'll bring Ryan up. Afalian unable to catch up to that one. O'Neal McNamee. Nice header off of Yancey. Walling with an attempt, and it's deflected off of someone's legs in the vicinity. Tranbarger was there. Great defense by Covenant.
Walling had a great opportunity right before that knockaway, but he couldn't quite get a clean hold on the ball there, or else that may have been a tie score.
And the sophomore Yancey with just a tremendous pass off the noggin. And Walling was looking for just a little bit of space.
Chatard, number 6, Clive O'Neal.
O'Neal will switch corners and send this one in from the near side this time. Headed out. Falk has made a couple of good defensive plays. Into Walling. Hitchcock forced to come up, and just a little bit of a collision. Nothing much. Tremendous save by Hitchcock.
That was a little dangerous there for Hitchcock because there was a Chatard player right there, but Hitchcock able to cover it.
Good footwork by Walling. Gets by 3 guys, 4 guys. Tripped up by the 5th. Covenant didn't like the call. That was Falk who saw a Walling coming at him full speed ahead.
Foul whistled on the Warriors. Free kick, Trojans.
This will be a good spot for the free kick by Walling. Pretty big leg on him. And 5 Covenant players will line up. They'll form the wall. They'll try to make it as difficult on Walling as they can. For about the 13-yard line, and just high.
Shot by Walling goes high.
Put a lot of mustard on it, but just over the net.
That's the 3rd good shot attempt by Chatard. Again, just unable to find it. Just a little high on that one.
Goal kick, Covenant Christian.
Got now unofficially 7 shots on goal for Chatard in this first half.
That's a lot. It's ever since the opening goal by Covenant, which came not even 40 seconds into the match. It's been more offense from Chatard, more shots on goal. Covenant has had a few decent trips, but nothing as close as what Chatard has been able to come by. Good pass up the field. Another chance here. Ryan had to come up. He's out of position, and Doan had to turn himself around too to get a good enough look at it.
And a little bit missed time because Doan looked like he had a little bit of a breakaway there, but the time, as you mentioned, just a little bit off there, and it's just a harmless out of bounds.
Will be a corner kick for Covenant. But before that, Stevens will have it once everyone gets situated.
Number 9, Mason Stevens taking the corner.
Looks like everyone's ready for it, and now the ball in air from Stevens, and it's a header in for the goal. Covenant Christian, Titus Falk. We've called his name on the other side of the field, but how about that one? Off the dome, the pass from Stevens, that was pretty. It's 2-0 Warriors.
We're going to look at this right here. Stevens with the kick, and to where only his defender was, that was a great pass on the end from Stevens. and it ends up a goal for Covenant Christian and a 2-0 lead.
Ryan moved himself out from goal, trying to find an angle to where he could deflect it away, but he couldn't, and it was perfectly placed for Falk, who made a couple of steps in and puts it through. Titus Falk, the junior, makes it 2-0. So now Chatard really in a hole. Big collision here.
Free kick, Covenant Christian.
Let's take another look at the goal. A nice close-up shot here. It may have also deflected from Falk off of Yancey of Chatard. He was the one trailing Falk, and the celebration immediately. That's a big one.
The official has presented a yellow card to Bishop Chatard 15, Sam Kaufman.
Meanwhile, Sam Kaufman, a yellow card for Chatard. He will check out, and Yancey comes in for him. That's the first card of the evening. Big kick from Hitchcock. Jackson Morgan is out there for the first time for Covenant. Alex Perez is also checked in. A few substitutions also for Chatard as we're at 14 minutes left in this one. Kellen Ford on the field.
Free kick, Warriors.
Isaac Keating, a junior, is also in. Free kick for Covenant. 2-0 against the defending state champs. Not pretty. You don't want to see 3. That almost seems unsurmountable.
Against a team like Covenant, yeah, 3-0 would be, yeah, as you mentioned, that would pretty almost be lights out.
Chatard does clear it, but Falk is there, him and Hitchcock. Covenant has already matched the goal scored by the JV squad. They had a 2-1 win over Chatard before this one got going. We still have 52 minutes and change until we'll be done with this varsity contest. Chatard hoping to put 1 in before the half. That'd make you feel a whole lot better. They've had some good looks. As mentioned, Walling has been active. Not happy with this possession as the ball trickles out of bounds. Back to Walling. Sees a lot of defenders heading his way. Covenant trying to clear it. They can't. Taking a shove from behind.
Free kick, Bishop Chatard.
Or Chatard was Declan O'Rourke. They'll have the free kick.
Chatard looks showing a little bit more aggression, it looks like, on the offensive side. They're thinking what we were talking about. They're thinking they can't get any farther down than what they are right now.
Walling will have another free kick. He's about twice as far as he was for the last attempt. This is a Covenant Christian defense that, of all last season, 21 games, just 9 goals allowed. have to go back a couple of months, back to last season when they last allowed a goal. This one off the back of someone in that front line defensively for Covenant. It may have been Morgan. Could have been Efren Brock was also there too. Check it again. Yeah, I think right off of Morgan as he's twisting away as the ball was in flight. Corner kick up coming here from Clive O'Neill. Nicely done clearing it out. Covenant's Ransberger, and now he'll track it down on the far side.
Free kick, Covenant.
Sam Kaufman is set to check back in for Chatard as it's still in Covenant's possession. This shot towards a leaping Stevens.
Trojan substitution 15.
Went off his head, and now Kaufman will be able to check back in. 9 minutes left to play in our opening 40-minute session. Clive O'Neill will check out. And touching close to the hand, the forearm of Elias McCrory. This kick towards Hitchcock, the save, still alive, Walling, oh, another save! Titus Falk came flying in to save that one, and he is pumped up after that save. Walling, it looked like he was going to be able to make this a 2-1 ball game.
It looked for sure like we were headed to 2-1, but a great save there by Hitchcock. And then a rebound attempt for Chatard, and the other great save to keep it 2-0.
It wasn't Falk, actually. It was Asher Tranbarger. Falk went after it after Tranbarger deflected it, but great defensive plays there. First by Hitchcock. And then any shot from Wahlberger, especially at point-blank range, is going to be one that's hard to corral, hard to stay in front of, but that's exactly what Tranbarger did. He was right place, right time. Again, Chatard able to get it in close, get some shots on goal, but the defensive Covenant holding strong.
Free kick, Trojans.
So here comes the free kick from Chatard's Quinn McNamee. Floats it, Hitchcock. Read it like a DB, just came up on it, and now flings it forward to Afalian. Nathan falls down, gets right back up. Pass stolen away. Walling sends it behind him. And then deflected out of bounds. So 5:50 left to play in the first half. Chatard They've been on this side of the field more often than not. Pretty good offense, but just better defense by Covenant.
I've got now 9 shots on goal for Chatard in the first half.
Sounds like about, 3 times as much maybe that Covenant has had, and they've had the 2 goals to show for it.
Substitution for the Warriors, checking in 19, Andrew Smith.
Andrew Smith comes in for Covenant. William Doan takes a seat. Afalian takes it away. Nice crossover and a shot on goal. Nathan Afalian makes it 3-0.
That's the second goal on the night for Afalian.
Warrior goal to 11, Nathan Afalian. And in the 36th minute of our match,
the 36th minute.
So we take a look at it right here. A great on the side kick, and Afalian still finds the net. And a 3-0 first half lead for Covenant.
Afalian pumped up after that one. You see him there. He's got the neon band on his left arm. His second goal he scored in the first minute. He scores in the 36th. And the Warriors really showing their offensive firepower.
And we are definitely seeing why they brought home a state championship last year. They have not lost a beat from last year's team.
In convincing fashion, too. It's just been that way for much of 2024. Now we're into 2025. Falk had the other goal. He's stuck in the corner. Now you really want to have a goal if you're Chatard. But with the way this Covenant defense has been playing, even there's been some times where we thought Chatard has a better chance of finding the back of the net than they don't, and yet still Covenant's defense, guys coming from out of nowhere to keep that 0 on the scoreboard, to get it out of the middle of the field, and it's a race for it. Afalian came in there and knocked it away from Kellen Ford. A hard-fought battle for it. The Trojans will keep it, and now there'll be a yellow card issued also.
The official has presented a yellow card to Covenant Christian, number 20, Alex Perez.
Alex Perez, the guilty party, and he will check out. Creighton Johnson replaces him. A little more time put up on the scoreboard. It'll be 2:56 before we get this free kick. Out of bounds, goal kick coming up for Covenant Christian. I want to remind you this first half of boys soccer on IndianaSRN brought to you by BD Insurance, a company which understands your industry and what's on the line for you. You can call Lance at BD Insurance, 812-522-5640. Also, Risk Work. We make people feel safe. We protect your business You live safe, we've got you covered. You can call Risk Work at 317-379-6755. One of the many great partners of IndianaSRN bringing you this broadcast this evening. Have a lot of boys soccer on the network this year.
2 minutes remaining in the half.
At the 2-minute mark, Walling's shot is in. Just past the outstretched arms of Hitchcock. You thought at one point Walling would get another look and then another look, and sure enough, he makes that one count. So with under 2 to play in the 39th minute, Vicus Walling scores for the Trojans.
And you see the goal right here by Walling on his 4th shot, finally able to get one by Hitchcock and keeping Chatard in this game, or getting him back in this game with the first goal of the game and the first goal allowed all season by Covenant.
You really wanted that. You needed that if you were Chatard. Just a heavy strike off the right foot of Walling. Had just enough space to send that one through. And he's, of those, double-digit now shots on goal that they've had, he has had a majority of them, if not half. The final 90 seconds. Covenant, though, you know, will not let the rest of this time go by. They might look to get one back. And a free kick looks like going to be awarded to Covenant Christian. This final minute brought to you by Reynolds Farm Equipment, a leading equipment dealer serving farmers, homeowners, landscapers, and commercial contractors throughout the state of Indiana. Nothing runs like a deer. Call them 317-849-0810, Reynolds Farm Equipment. Towards the net, and Falk doing what he can with it. Ford trying to clear things out. Whistle, and Chatard will have to move quick.
Bishop Chatard.
Ryan will place it. He'll kick it at 20 seconds across midfield. See if anybody can get one last prayer towards the net as the countdown begins. Doesn't look like anybody will. So we will head to the half with the visiting and defending state champion Covenant Christian Warriors leading Bishop Chatard 3-1. 2 goals from Covenant's Nathan Afalayan and 1 goal scored by Titus Falk. One of those goals for Afalayan, too, scored in the first 30 seconds. The Warriors got off to a hot start, and they have been hot ever since. The 1 goal scored just a few moments ago by Vicus Walling. You really needed that if you were Chatard, but John, I mean, we can obviously see why we have the defending state champions on the field tonight. They're looking really good both sides of the field.
Definitely showing why they were the state champions last year and picking up 3 goals against a very good Chatard team in the first half. Of 11 shots on goal for Chatard in that first half, I've got unofficially. Finally able to get one by there. Covenant Christian 6 shots on goal and able to put half of them in the net, and it's led to a 3-1 score here at the intermission.
Walling was one of those guys who had 2 goals in their last game against Heritage Christian. That was a big 7-2 victory, but a different story here. They'll need a little more of that firepower. Guys like Andrew Taylor, who also had 2 goals against the Eagles, if they want to get back into this one. 2 is the difference. 2 goals for Nathan Afalayan, the senior. He has Covenant Christian up 3-1 over Bishop Chatard. We'll take a break. We'll come back for a little bit more about this matchup and perhaps some more boys soccer and girls soccer that we'll have for you on IndianaSRN coming up this season as we have entered the fall sports schedule on the network. There's one of the goals from Afalayan. We'll come back. It is halftime at Bishop Chatard. The Warriors lead at 3-1 over the Trojans.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with on-demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Bertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through, from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
A great lawn starts with the right equipment. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we're here to help you make mowing easier and more enjoyable. From zero turns to lawn tractors, John Deere mowers give you the power, precision, and comfort to get the job done right. Plus, with expert service and support from Reynolds, you can spend less time worrying about your mower and more time enjoying the results. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
Welcome back to Bishop Chatard High School. It's 3-1 Covenant Christian. The Warriors leading the Trojans, the defending state champions of Class 1A from last year, which they beat Greenwood Christian 4-0. We thought we would see another shutout. They're used to doing that, John Lester, but Bishop Chatard able to tack one in on the foot of Vicus Walling in the 39th minute. So they have just a little bit of momentum, a little bit of confidence working with them, but they'll have to stop this high-powered offense of Covenant Christian in order to also try and get back into this one, make things more interesting.
They've had a lot of opportunities, like I mentioned, unofficially 11 shots on goal in the first half, so it's not that Chatard did anything wrong. They did everything they had to, just were able to only get the one across, but I don't think they need to change anything. Just keep that up, and you can put 11 shots on goal again in the second half. I think you have a pretty good chance of putting up probably 2 or more goals here in the second half, so I don't think Chatard needs to change anything they're doing. It's just Covenant Christian is just that good on defensively, and when you get 3 goals put on you there, it makes it a little difficult. But uphill battle, it is a 2-goal deficit. But Chatard, let's see what they can do in the second half. If they can do what they did in the first half, I think they can still have a chance here.
2 goals scored by Nathan Afalayan, and one of them came in the first minute of action. One of those passes that the defender of Bishop Chatard misplayed it, deflected off of him. Aflayan had a one-on-one chance with the goalie, and he made the most of it, and then he scored again in the 36th minute. The other goal scored for Covenant Christian from Titus Falk. That makes it 3-1. So now we will switch sides. Bishop Chatard will head towards the north, and Covenant Christian to the south. Doan is at midfield, ready to send it away. 40 new minutes up on the scoreboard. Aflayan kind of doing what he did in that first half, right off the jump, going at man with the ball and looking for another steal, trying to get another quick goal. Covenant will take it away for the time being. Ransberger's pass deflected out of bounds. Another one that goes out and a throw-in upcoming for Chatard. Now that we're in the second half, I want to let you know this broadcast is also brought to you by the Dynamark Graphics Group, your local one-stop shop for print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Call them at 317-328-2555. Dynamark builds strong relationships through exceptional service. At midfield, the Trojans in all blue. Now working from right to left. Pass towards middle of the field. Boy, quick strike, too, for Chatard. I think would really make this game interesting, make them feel a lot better. But Covenant could come to the other side of the field and put the game out of reach again. 4-1 is now the score as William Doan scores in just the second minute in this second half.
Doan all by himself at that end of the field, and he took it and finished it off, as we're going to take a look at it right here as you see Doan take it and get the shot on the very far right corner of the goal, and it's back to a 3-goal lead for Covenant once again.
Boy, they make it look so easy, too. Doan can score. We know what Afolayan can do. Doan had 2 goals in that 7-0 win against University as well. And 3 different guys behind them who added a goal apiece. Jordan Neese, Mason Stevens, also Alex Perez. Chatard facing another 3-goal deficit. Walling, who scored the lone goal, trying to keep this offensive possession going, but Clive O'Neill can't keep it in his tracks, so back over to the Warriors.
There's a Foley in again, who's already seen him score twice.
Has 2 guys wrapped around him, slides down, loses it. So a takeaway for Chatard. The entire field now shaded. You can feel the temperature has dropped just a little bit up here in the booth. Walling weaving his way through traffic, trying to beat another man. He can't. Lost the handle. Little mini fast break halted by Chatard. Hitchcock coming in. This is just the second game of the season for Covenant Christian. Like we said, that 7-0 victory over University. Chatard, though, game number 4. They will be back in action again on Thursday on this field, taking on Heron High School. That's followed by a matchup at Warren Central. And then their first conference game. In conference, they went 7-0 in conference play last year. Again, just that lone loss to Cathedral. Hitchcock came all the way up to the 30-yard line out of the net to kick that one forward, and Chatard trying to clear it. They do. Now the other way, pass up the field. Hitchcock moved out of the net. He didn't have to. Good defense. Stealing that one away was Tranbarger. Afolayan, pass up to Doan. Doan was trying to stay onside. This shot, or pass, rather, heads out of bounds, a throw-in for Covenant Christian. The second half also brought to you by Piper Logistics. For more than 2 decades, the seasoned professionals at Piper Logistics have been trusted partners for inventory management, warehousing, fulfillment, and transportation. Ride with us, 317-396-1023.
Covenant doing a good job of handling. Chatard yet to get a shot off here in the second half.
6 minutes gone by. Well, you can feel that air coming up here now. We're into the 8 o'clock hour, and I don't know about you, but I woke up this morning, and even yesterday, this whole week so far has been more of a fall feeling kind of weather, right, John?
I'm ready, yes.
Highs in the low 70s, upper 60s coming up.
We don't normally have fall in Indiana anymore, so it's kind of nice.
We go straight from summer to winter. No, but the fall is great, and we are, gosh, just about in September. That's hard to believe. Good cross-field pass from the Warriors.
Chatard just unable to get it past this Covenant defense and get it down in their Covenant side of the field.
Good defense, using the feet, deflecting a lot of those passes. Covenant up to a Follian, trying to get by one guy. He cannot. Good defense from Andrew Taylor. Hadn't called his name a whole lot. He did score 2 goals against Heritage Christian last week. Just goes out. Teeple couldn't keep it in.
Again, unable to clear. Here comes Covenant again.
Warriors with the possession. Doan trying to get beyond 2 guys. Up the field, O'Rourke. There's Walling. Big clear by Covenant, Elias McCrory.
Great job by Covenant right there, knowing the situation. A comfortable 3-goal lead.
Follian, just over the head of his teammate Brock. A whistle, and they want to move. It'll be Chatard who will get the throw in. They're going to move them just slightly down the field. This broadcast also brought to you by the Laborers International Union of North America, or the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages and benefits, safer job sites, and greater opportunities. Also by Boilermakers Local 374. They represent highly skilled, highly motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication across Indiana. Whether it's a new build, upgrade, or facility maintenance, you can count on Local 374 to get the job done right the first time. Free kick for the Trojans. Walling will stand near side, right in front of the Chatard bench, and head coach Michael Carney. Last year, this team captured their first regional championship in school history. And just a one-hopper right into the chest of Hitchcock. Dangerous situation here. The Warriors do come away with it. Working towards his left, dishing it off. Jordan Neese now towards the middle of the field. Right there is Brock. Brock over to Doan. Dangerous situation here as Doan falls down. So good defense and a shove from behind from Ransberger. Knocking over Teeple. Teeple does get up. It's a yellow card to Ransberger. Have a check at it, and that one looked pretty obvious.
Yeah, that was the one you definitely have to throw the yellow card on that one. Quite a bit of contact right there.
That might be a flagrant in basketball if we were playing that. Kick out of bounds. Speaking of basketball, the Fever are playing tonight, and they introduced that new Caitlin Clark logo. Did you see that, John?
I did see that.
They got the Caitlin Clark night, it appears, at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. They got the T-shirts. They're wearing the Stranger Things uniforms as well. They've been wearing those a lot lately.
Getting down to the nitty-gritty of the season, the Fever can sure hope Caitlin Clark will be back come playoffs. They definitely need her right now.
Oh, I hope so. They need a win.
5 players injured right now.
Most of them out for the season, too. Looks like they're going to cruise to a win, too. We just heard the score, 69-49 over Seattle. So back into the win column. That's a good sign. Kelsey Mitchell's been playing really well. And here's a pass up into the deep, high corner of the net. Elias McCrory. So McCrory gets in on the action. That was looked like a rather easy pass, and McCrory just gets a running start. Everybody does.
Okay, right here, you'll see it right to McCrory. Just a perfect pass to McCrory, and the finish on the right side of the net, and what might be your knockout punch in this one.
McCrory scores in the 53rd minute, the 12th minute of this second half. Back out on the field. 5-1 now the lead for Covenant Christian. Sliding tackle by Doan. It's out of bounds. They'll stay with Chatard. So Elias McCrory Jr. playing the middle of the field. It's not reload, it's just refuel, I think. That might be the word.
Perfect term.
You're back. You start the season, you're ready to go. A lot of returning guys, a lot of guys who lettered on this varsity team for Covenant. They're looking to score again. Pass towards the middle, headed out initially by Frazier. Another pass, and just too much off the foot of Levi Mann, who's getting some of his first minutes.
Looked like another great opportunity for Covenant to score there. Mann couldn't quite handle it.
So under 26 now to go. Hitchcock will send this one away. This broadcast on IndianaSRN also brought to you by Family Source Insurance. Pat Cherry is your independent agent, proudly representing Ohio Mutual Insurance. Call him today at 317-894-7000 for coverage tomorrow. Also, Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else? If you're looking for fresh, amazing food and servers who truly care about your experience, you've got to try Aspen Creek Grill. We were just at Aspen Creek Grill last week doing the high school football preview show in Noblesville. And we had a couple of games on the network for week 1, start of the high school football season in the state of Indiana. Always an exciting time. 3 games on the network Friday and 3 more for you this Friday. So we'll check out that schedule here in just a moment.
I believe we will be back up at Aspen Creek this coming Thursday night as well.
Yep, that's right. You just can't get enough of that place, you know?
Well, they just opened one up in my neck of the woods in Greenwood. Haven't been able to get in there yet, but plan to.
Yep, 2 locations, Noblesville and Greenwood.
Talking about football nerd, I got to get your pick on that big Texas-Ohio State game coming up on Saturday.
Man, who's not going to be watching that game?
My just question is, with as big, why do you put that at noon?
Yeah, that's a head scratcher for sure. But Fox, they like that big noon kickoff. That's their whole thing. I believe, last I saw, unless it changed, Ohio State is the home team. I think they're favored by 2.5.
I think I saw a stat. It's like the first time a preseason number 1 is an underdog in the opening game.
Well, it's a coin flip for me. But I will, just because of how much I spite Ohio State, I will take Texas and Arch Manning.
Well, you and I are on the same page about our feelings about Ohio State.
Yeah.
However, since they are at home, I'm probably going to have to go with them.
Hard to beat. Here's a shot, headed out. Hitchcock fields it, and we'll look to clear with the rest of the team. Yeah, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm so ready for Saturday. It should be a good time. I mean, games Thursday and Friday too, so you have a little tune-up to the massive schedule, slate of games for Saturday.
Had a little tease this past Saturday, that game in Ireland, that Iowa State-Kansas State game, pretty good game.
And I spite Ohio State even more because, as a fan of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, last year in, whenever that game was, what was it, January? That national championship game, I was not a happy camper. So, well, I didn't have my hopes too high for that game to start off with, so that's good. Just because, I mean, Ohio State, ever since that loss to Michigan, riding just a crazy wave, especially offensively, with Will Howard and the rest of that wide receiver core. So I did not get my hopes up, although I was happy after we go down almost 30 points to come back and make it an interesting game. It turned out to be a good game. So
it did, yes.
The Irish will be in Miami Sunday night, so maybe the Colts can win Sunday during the day, and then you tack on a win for the Irish Sunday night. That might be a good end of the weekend. But maybe don't get me started on the Colts. We might not. we don't have a long enough broadcast.
I'm gonna, since we live in Indiana and there's a lot of Colts fans, I'm gonna hold off on my thoughts of where I think that team's gonna go this year. But
hey, you never know. Okay, we'll see. We'll just wait and see type of situation, I guess. We could also be a Bears fan, like our cameraman, but that would be worse. I may not watch football if I was a Bears fan. Meanwhile, flag is waving as Kaufman fell down.
I like what you're seeing still out of Covenant, despite what the score is, still being very, very aggressive on the defensive side, just giving Chatard nothing good as far as a shot to look at. Only one shot on goal here in the second half for Chatard.
Just about to the halfway mark of this second half.
Free kick, Covenant Christian.
The second half also brought to you by Officially Human. Their mission is to restore respect for game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the courts. Do your part, practice good sportsmanship. No officials means no game. Officially Human, a proud sponsor of IndianaSRN. Chatard will clear it with Ryan. Try to head the other way. The high school football team was practicing on the nice turf baseball field we have behind this end, which Ryan is trying to be a wall, and a nice save there as Doan was hard charging. Now we see the little guys out there practicing as it's turn night. The lights are on both fields.
Substitutions for the Warriors. Number 4, Timothy Hoff.
Timothy Hoff is in. Afalayan also checks back in as Doan will take a seat along with Jordan Neese. Covenant too, I've noticed, I think has utilized more guys. I think they've made more substitutions than Chatard.
They have gone a lot deeper tonight, yeah.
And able to do so with a comfortable 4-goal lead.
Free kick, Trojans.
Next step for Covenant Christian on their schedule. We mentioned Chatard's next game against Heron. For Covenant, they will next see Indianapolis Lutheran. That game is also Thursday, so these two squads will both be back in action 2 days from now. And then we'll have a Tuesday matchup next week. Cascade will be in town to battle Covenant Christian, and then it's their first conference game going up against Greenwood Christian Academy, who they bested in that 1A state championship game last year.
Greenwood Christian going out hoping for a little bit of revenge in that one, in that conference matchup. It's not a 5-1 score. The shots on goal is 14-6 Chatard at the moment. So 2-1 advantage on shots on goal, but down by 4 here.
Aflayan trying to add on to that. Chatard had to clear it. They send it out of bounds. He was passing it towards the middle of the field. A cutting teammate with Mason Stevens, just the freshman. From behind, nearly stolen away. Chatard, nice ball movement, nice sliding pick. Titus Falk giving his team a shot, but the pass will go by everybody. Time of possession seemed to favor Chatard in that first half. A lot of action with Covenant. Definitely not slowing down in this second half with 17 minutes to go. A couple of guys getting out there for the first time for Chatard. Jake Slider is in. Also Eli Anderson. As Walling checks out, him and Sam Kaufman might see those guys come in, might not. Depending on how the rest of this 1640 plays out. Covenant thought they had the throw in, but not the case. It will be Beha who sends it in. His first minutes also for Chatard. Pass up to him, gets beyond the defense, but Falca came through and sent it away. Bishop Chatard's football team with a nice win to open the season as well, and they were ranked at the top of our IndianaSRN 4A poll, defeating Lafayette Jeff. We had that game on the network. Should be a good season for Chatard, a lot of high hopes. As for Covenant Christian, I believe we also had their game, but a loss unfortunately suffered at the hands of Park Tudor, 44-34, high-scoring affair.
I was up at that game at Zionsville last week, and Covenant Christian almost made a valiant second-half comeback, just fell a little bit short on that one at the end.
Yeah, I think at one point trailed by 3 scores or more. Nice pass. Yeah, I couldn't tell if he was looking for a cutting teammate or if he was aiming for the goal, but it's just wide of the net. Covenant will be on the road taking on Shortridge in football this week.
Covenant another chance here.
Towards the net and not yet across. Hits the post. Afalea nearly had another. Just about a hat trick.
That did everything but go in. It hit the post and then just stayed on the side of the goal, just inches away from his third goal of the day.
I thought it was going to be inside the post. Just about went across the line. Nice sliding tackle made by Chatard. Jude Forstall. A lot of guys getting their first varsity action here. Nearly a good pass, but a great save by Titus Falk. Falk. Hitchcock had to come in and save it. That was in the danger zone. Another look by... He's waiting for it to go in, and he can't believe it. And the save to clear things out by Harrell.
I think Afalayan, with the look on his face, wondering how that did not go in.
A lot of the starters for Covenant still out there. Afalayan, though, is going to check out for the final time and be replaced by a teammate, and Isaac Murray. Also a new goalie in for Chatard. Jack Ryan will check out and be replaced by the junior Elijah Wright. Mentioned Covenant's next football game. As for Chatard, they will be on the road at Hanover Central this week, followed by a big conference game the following Friday against Roncalli.
Chatard with a little bit of a trip this week, have them go clear up to Hanover Central. I believe we have Chatard's football game next Friday over our network.
Just keeping it in play. Chatard has it down on their end. It was 3-0 in the first half. The Trojans were able to tack on one right before the first half ended in the 38th minute. But 2 quick goals here in this second half for Covenant Christian. They have put this one out of play. This broadcast also Brought to you by Wheeler Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar of the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. You can volunteer. Give them a call at 317-686-6239. Also, LifeWise Academy. LifeWise programs support educators and communities by improving student outcomes. With LifeWise Academy, your community can bring biblical values back into the classroom. Call them at 614-367-5767. Under 10 now to go in this second half. We'll give you the rest of the schedule on IndianaSRN this week. John mentioned the football show. That's at Aspen Creek Grill in Noblesville at 6:30. That's on Thursday with Troy and the crew. Here's a header going towards his own man, and luckily he gets a hand on it to keep it in play. Or it would have been an own goal and a 6-1 advantage for Covenant. The rest of this week, 3 games on Friday. As mentioned, Heritage Christian will take on Cecina. That game is being played at Roncalli. Hamilton Heights will travel to Trenton Central, and Franklin will be at Mount Vernon. The Marauders last week against Noblesville only able to put up 6 points, so looking to bounce back with another home game to start this season. All those games with 7 o'clock kickoffs, with the pregame show starting at 6:50.
Covenant just going to be very, very patient now with 8.5 minutes with a comfortable 4-goal lead.
A lot of JV and second stringers out there going to wrap up the rest of this night. The goals for Covenant Christian: 2 from Afalayan, Titus Falk scored the second goal of the game. And then here in this second half, William Doan, one of the many seniors on this Covenant team, he scored. Followed by Elias McCrory in the 53rd minute. Just the 1 goal tonight from Vicus Walling.
Chatard still being held to that 1 shot on goal here in the second half.
And they had, what, a dozen in the first half, just about around that mark. The Covenant defense really picking things up here in the second. Whistle before the throw-in, and a new goalie now for Covenant Christian. Good day's work for Owen Hitchcock. The junior goalkeeper will be replaced by Wes Brown, just a freshman. But how about the night of Hitchcock, including that crazy save we had here on the opposite end where Chatard had at least 2 good looks at it, but the defense, again, holding strong.
Yeah, I got him unofficially with 13 saves tonight.
too far for Chatard. Handed back over to Covenant Christian. For wall-to-wall sports coverage every day, high school, college, and pro, check out the IndianaSRN sports page at IndianaSRN.org. Troy doing a tremendous job. Hard working at that, getting all the information, all the news, the scores, the stats that you need from all sorts of games, including the games that we have in high school sports. We've got high school football. Coming up, of course, we've got boys soccer. And also some volleyball games on the schedule this year. So a full slate of coverage on IndianaSRN.
Troy, one of the best in the business, even though he is a Michigan fan.
You took the words right out of my mouth, actually. I told him the other day, it's better than being an Ohio State fan, of course.
Nice save there by Brown on his first attempt.
The freshman getting involved early in his last few moments of play, under 4 to go. Chatard with a good look here. Great pass up the field, taken away. Good defense by Falk. Man, we have said that a lot tonight. He has just been everywhere, getting both legs, if needed, in the way of any pass or shot. Another look at that.
Great save there by Brown. He's been in the game a couple minutes, giving himself a save opportunity.
I want to let you know this broadcast is also brought to you by the Morales Group, in business to create a better future for you, your family, and the community that we share. Whether you're looking for the right career or the perfect candidate, we are here to help. Call the Morales Group at 317-472-7600. We want to thank all of our sponsors on IndianaSRN this year. And if you would like to become a sponsor, as we see a great pass, but just out of the reach for the Trojans. And a whistle with about 2:20 left to play in this one. If you would like to become a sponsor on IndianaSRN, you can contact Keith Myers at coach@IndianaSRN.org. Support high school and college athletics all across the state of Indiana. The 2-minute warning, a 5-1 victory, it appears, is what Covenant Christian is on their way towards, and they will become 2-0 on this young season. After going 19-1-1 last year, champions in Class 1A, they return a majority of this roster, 15 guys lettered. And maybe a chance to add another one in the final minutes, but can't get off a clean shot. Looks like Jackson Morgan had a decent look at it. Now the other way for Chatard. They don't have the numbers, so they'll bring things back out. And coming in from behind to steal it away, Andrew Smith. Titus Falk playing hard until the final whistle. Just 1 minute now left to go in this one from Bishop Chatard.
Bishop Chatard corner kick, 14, Declan O'Rourke.
A shot, Falk. Nice header out of there. Shot, Brown rises up and snags it down, and will likely just hold on to the ball, not let Chatard get off any other looks. The final 15 seconds. Check of the replay.
See there, Brown with another great save. And this one is going to be in the books.
A hot start for the Warriors, and they didn't look back from there. 3 goals at the half, and a 5-1 victory over the Bishop Chatard Trojans. The Warriors moved to 2-0 on the season with head coach Josh Brown. The Bishop Chatard Trojans have fallen to 2-2 after winning their last 2 games. Like we said, John, a hot start and the 2 goals early in that first half for Covenant Christian's Nathan Afalayan. 1 goal apiece also from Titus Falk, William Doan, and Elias McCrory, just the lone goal for Vicus Walling for Bishop Chatard. Really both sides of the field working pretty well. Great play and goal from Owen Hitchcock. The offense, really good. We've seen a lot of games dating back to past season with this Covenant Christian team where they're putting up 3, 4, 5, and sometimes 7 goals a game. This offense really is something.
And when you get 9 shots on goal and you put 5 of them in the net, that just tells you how strong this offense is. And as I mentioned a couple times tonight, they're just taking over from last year, just a reloaded team from last year. And this is a team I think there's no question you're going to see make a deep run once again in 1A in soccer this year.
And the defense, of course, too, multiple shutouts pitched last season. Was looking to be that way until they gave up that 1 goal, but it didn't end up mattering. 5 goals put up by Covenant Christian after they had 7 in their win over University last week. So they are now 2-0 on the season. Bishop Chatard 2-2. For our cameraman tonight, Matt Hagenbaugh, our producer, Nick Lewis, and for John Lester, I'm Jared Lewis saying so long for now. You've been watching Boys High School Soccer on IndianaSRN.